Kevin Gausman. What are you seeing out of Gausman so far this season?
Well, I think Kevin Gausman has been the Orioles' most consistent starter when you look at his cumulative body of work. He's pitched to a 3.5 ERA, a 3-3 record so far. But if you take away 2 of his starts, the first one on April 1st against Minnesota, he only went 4 innings and gave up 6 runs. And then 2 starts ago against the Red Sox, he went 4 2/3 and gave up 6 more runs. In his other 8 starts, he's pitched to a 2 ERA combined. So he's been outstanding, in my opinion, all year long, minus those 2 starts. What he's been very effective with has certainly been the slider and the split finger. Probably the best outing that he had was 2 starts ago, or was his last start against the White Sox, when he went 6 1/3 scoreless innings, punched out 10, and the split finger was as good as I've ever seen it. So I think Kevin's really coming into his own. He's becoming the guy that the Orioles can really count on to give them a quality start every time out.
Brian, let's flip over to yesterday's relief pitcher, Tanner Scott. He comes into a bases-loaded situation, strikes out the side. How impressed were you with Tanner Scott?
That was a phenomenal outing. When you look at the situation he was faced with, coming in bases loaded, nobody out, the first hitter, Brad Miller, comes up. And what Tanner Scott has, we all know, and possesses, is high velocity. But what I saw from him yesterday was a slider that was devastating, and he located it so well. There was nothing that was in the middle of the plate. He was able to get 3 strikeouts, obviously. To be able to do it against lefties and righties was what I was so impressed against. C.J. Cron, the second hitter, a good right-handed hitter, had no chance at the slider, and then Wendell punched out on 3 consecutive sliders in the next at-bat. So for Buck Showalter to possibly have another arm like that in the bullpen to go to in high leverage situations, I think that could be a huge confidence builder for Tanner Scott yesterday.